Hi, I'm Tim and thanks for watching this video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at this, which is the LinknLink iSG Box SE, which is the Intelligent Super Gateway 2nd edition. So we'll get this unboxed, take a closer look, and I'll explain what this box is for. Now, if you're into smart home tech, and if you're starting out with Home Assistant or you want to get into smart home tech, then this could be the thing that you need. So let's take a closer look and go through the interface as well briefly to show you what it has to offer. Now, just as a disclaimer, this was sent to me free of charge by LinknLink. So thanks to LinknLink for sending this product out to me. And they have not had any say or reviewed this video before it's been uploaded to YouTube. So let's get to it. So here we are with the LinknLink iSG Box SE, and it's the all-in-one intelligent super gateway. Now it has built into it the LinknLink application and also Home Assistant as well. So it's running 2 virtual machines in each half of the box. Now it supports Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Matter, MQTT, OnVIF, and of course Home Assistant, and also Apple HomeKit, SSH and Tuya devices as well, according to the logos here. Now also built into it is a streaming application for Prime Video, YouTube and Netflix. But to be honest, I wouldn't bother with those streaming applications there. I would just make use of it as either a LinknLink Smart Home box or use it for Home Assistant, or both, because it actually integrates the 2 built-in applications from the LinknLink Smart Home into, of course, Home Assistant as well. So it creates a bridge between the 2 devices if you want to do that. So in the box we get a remote control. Now this is also a Bluetooth remote control, so the remote control actually looks like one of the usual streaming boxes that you can buy on the internet. Now this also has a mouse button, so you can use this to navigate, as well as an alternative. Instead of using a mouse, you can click this button here and it will do the mouse control options where you can navigate using, or a virtual mouse rather, in this remote control. We get a quick start guide here. As you'll see, this is the iSG Box quick start guide with QR codes, and there's also various resources on the internet on the LinknLink website as well. Now this one they sent me from LinknLink. They also provided a Zigbee dongle here. Now if you want to buy the Zigbee dongle, you can actually buy it as a package, but it will cost you a little bit more for the Zigbee dongle. I think it's probably about $15 extra for the Zigbee dongle. Personally, I would just go out and buy one of the SM Lite ones, and I prefer to use those. So personally, I'd choose an SM Lite one, which you can just connect and power by PoE or USB-C if you wanted to. But of course, they do have this available if you want to buy it as a package together. Now here is the LinknLink box. So this is the box which has Home Assistant and the LinknLink Smart Home application as well. Now on the front of the box, there's the IR blaster screen there, which accepts the signal from the remote control. Just to confirm, this remote control is actually Bluetooth as well as infrared. So out of the box, it comes as infrared mode, but there's an option to actually turn it into Bluetooth mode, which is what I've done. And there are instructions on the website showing you how to do that. So that gives you a better range for operating the device via the remote control, rather than having to be in front of this panel here to control it via infrared. Now at the top there's the LinknLink logo. It's a plastic box and feels quite well built. At the left hand side we have 2 USB-A ports. Now these are USB 2. At the back we have a HDMI port, a Ethernet port, our audio video port, and of course the barrel connector for the power. And at the right hand side there's just a grill there for ventilation, as is at the left hand side there's a smaller grill there. you get the power brick. So it's a barrel connector with the power adapter. Now this is rated at 5 volts 2 amps, and you also get a HDMI cable as well provided. Now I believe this is a 1 meter HDMI cable. Yes, I can confirm that is about a 1 meter HDMI cable. Now the way this works is you can either connect it to your network. Now this also has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth as well, so you don't have to connect it via Ethernet. You can use the built-in Wi-Fi. Now what I did to test it was I connected it to the Ethernet, and also the HDMI. I connected that to my TV, and then it proceeded to display the LinknLink application on the TV, which I then used the remote control to navigate the application and add-ons and all things like that. However, for Home Assistant, you just use it and control it via a web browser, as you would Home Assistant anyway. So you just go to the IP address for this box, enter the usual standard Home Assistant port number of 8123, and then it will take you straight into Home Assistant. So it already has Home Assistant built into this on the image. So once you boot up the device and you initially configure it, which does take about half an hour to do, as once you first boot up the device, it goes into and unpacks the image file that's actually preloaded on this device. So it unpacks the image file, and then it proceeds to install the LinknLink Smart Home application and Home Assistant as well. So that's why it takes about 30 minutes to do that. So that's basically what you get in the box. So what we'll do now is I'll take you through onto the computer and show you the application running and also Home Assistant running on it as well. So we'll go onto that right now. So just before we move on, what we'll do is take a look at the website and the device. So here you'll see we've got the LinknLink iSG Box SE Super Gateway with built-in Home Assistant, AI agent for WhatsApp, Telegram, chat, control, free remote access, Google Play for apps, and it's priced at $69.90. Now if you want the Zigbee bundle, so you would select the iSG Box SE with Zigbee bundle. That's priced at $84.90. Now just remember to, if you do purchase it, to select the correct power adapter. So it's saying here that the thanks for supporting us, the super early bird is sold out, but we can still pre-order at early bird prices lower than retail. Now it also has a built-in Apple HomeKit bridge. So in the LinknLink app, it will bridge the Apple HomeKit devices into Home Assistant for you. So here it's giving you a table of the different specifications for different devices. For example, the iSG display, which is another LinknLink product, which is basically an Android tablet built in with this same operating system as this iSG Box SE. So it has built-in Ethernet, Wi-Fi 2.4, Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth, Zigbee, which requires the external dongle, which I've mentioned, and also for Z-Wave Plus, if you want to use that, that requires an external dongle. But it does have built-in Matter. The CPU is a 4-core 2 GHz, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage, and it's a internal antenna inside. 2 USB-A ports, 5 volts 2 amps for the power, and so on. So what we'll do is take a look at the screen now. So once you first power on the device, you'll get this LinknLink screen like so. Then it will move on and it will say starting app, as the screen shows now. Then once it's done that, you will get the user agreement, which you accept. So just click on agree, and then the next screen, privacy terms, you agree to that. And then once you've done those agreements, it will then proceed to ask you to sign in. So what you need to do is initially go to the LinknLink website or scan the QR code, and you need to create an account. Now once you've created the account, I must say that it does run locally. So it doesn't interact with the cloud for Home Assistant. It's just for the initial setup and registration of the device. So once you've created an account, you then sign in, and it will then move on to extracting the data package, which has both the LinknLink Smart Home application and also Home Assistant built in. So this part will take about 30 minutes to extract and install the data, but it's all automatic, so it does it all for you. So once it's extracted, it will then take you in to the home dashboard like you see on screen at the moment. So if we then switch to the actual dashboard live, so this is the live dashboard, you will see now that I'm using the remote control via Bluetooth to actually access and control the smart home. So this is the LinknLink Smart Home application, where you can go through, add devices, groups, scenes, energy monitoring, create automations, access media, install add-ons. So for example, here you'll see we've got the add-ons page. So we've got such things as Zigbee to MQTT, Home Assistant Server. Now all these with the ticks against them, which you'll see on screen, are already installed. As you'll see, it's saying that they're installed, and the blue tick means that they're actually running as well. So all those services are running automatically. So it's a straightforward setup, so you don't have to go into details as you would with, for example, Home Assistant, where you have to create the image, install it, and so on, set it up in a virtual machine, or whichever method you choose to use. Now this is not a comprehensive guide to it, it's just an overview of how the system works and what features it has already built into it. So for example, you can go to the gear icon, and here you can go into settings, so you can back up and restore, change settings for local Home Assistant, MQTT, third-party services, HomeKit, as you'll see here. So here you can see it's quite well laid out. So if we go back to the home, and then that's the home screen. Of course, you can add more tiles onto the home screen should you so wish. Then moving on, so we've got the iSG web application. So if you don't want to use this application with the remote control, you can change to the iSG web by entering the IP address and then the port number, which is 1688. That will take you into the LinknLink web application, where you can go in and install add-ons and configure the devices this way instead of using the remote control. So you don't have to use it with the remote control and a HDMI connection to a TV or monitor that way. So again, you've got devices, device group, managed spaces, smart management. So you've got scenes, automations, all the features that you would have in the HDMI connection option here. Now with Home Assistant, it sets up a default account of admin with the password as admin as well. So for example, if we log out of Home Assistant, once you have booted up the machine and it's installed Home Assistant, you would then be presented with the home screen here, which if you're familiar with Home Assistant, then you'll recognize this screen. So the username, as I've said, is default of admin for the username and password as well. So once you've gone into Home Assistant, it will have automatically added the Android TV box built into the iSG SE, and also it would have created the Zigbee to MQTT bridge as well, and also the iSG box controls, so you could actually reboot it remotely should you want to do so. So basically you can go in, and also it adds hacks automatically. So it also has built-in hacks, which is the Home Assistant community store. So as you can see, it's Home Assistant just as it would be on a normal machine. So finally, my thoughts. Would I buy this? Personally, no. The reason being is because I've already got Home Assistant installed on a mini PC, and I found that quite easy to do anyway. But if you're new to smart homes and you've never ventured into things like Home Assistant or anything like that, and you just want to start out, then this is the ideal box for new starters getting into smart home tech, where you just plug in this box, switch it on, wait for it to extract the image, and then you can control your smart home via the remote control or a web browser. So for that, for someone starting out for the very first time, I would say yes, it's an ideal box. And also maybe for HomeKit users, where you want to integrate them into Home Assistant, then you could use it as a bridge to bridge them into Home Assistant. So that will do it for this video. Hope you've found this video helpful, and hopefully it's given you an insight of what the LinknLink iSG Box SE is all about. So thanks for watching this video. I'll be back again soon with more videos. Take care and bye for now.